Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We got some pre-1961 Apba bats, and we got the Milwaukee Braves traveling up to Brooklyn to take on the Dodgers in a first of a four-game series. Leading it all for the Braves, playing center field, Hugh Duffy. Batting second, playing second, Bill Sweeney. Batting third, playing right field, Hank Aaron. Batting fourth, playing third base, Eddie Matthews. Batting fifth, playing first base, Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field, Tommy Holmes. Batting seventh, playing shortstop Dave Bancroft. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Del Crottle. And on the mound, doing the pitching is Warren Spahn for the Braves. And for the hometown Brooklyn Dodgers, leading off, playing second is Jackie Robinson, batting second and playing first base, Jack Dobert. Batting third, playing center field, Duke Snyder. Batting fourth, playing right field, Gil Hodges. Batting fifth, playing left field is Babe Herman. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Roy Campanella. Batting seventh and playing third base is Joe Stripe. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Ivy Olson. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is DAZZY VANCE. Let's get down here to Brooklyn, get this game started. And leading off for the Braves is Hugh Duffy, batting .333, no homers and 5 RBIs, going up against DAZZY VANCE. His third appearance of the season. He's 2-0 with a 1.59 ERA. Here's the pitch to Duffy, and that's going to be a base on balls. Duffy walks on down to first with a leadoff walk. And up to bat now is Bill Sweeney. And Sweeney's batting .222, homer and 3 RBIs. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a dreaded ground ball down the Ivy at short. He fires over to Robinson, over to Jack, and that's going to be the old 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs now and nobody on for Hank Aaron. Aaron's batting .262, 4 homers and 13 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty, 21. And that'll be a ground ball down the third. Stripes got it. And let's see here for a second. Stripes got it for out number 3. That'll end the inning. So the leadoff walk goes nowhere. With the double play, we go to the bottom of the first. Braves nothing. Dodgers coming to bat with Robinson, Dobrith, and Snyder. Jackie's batting .205 with a homer and 7 RBIs. This is Warren Spahn's third game. He's 0-1 with a 2.92 ERA. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bancroft at short. Over to Joe for out number 1. Jake Dobrith's up now. Jake batting .261, no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on ball. Spahn walks batter 2. Now there's 1 out with a runner down at first for the Duke of Flatbush. Duke Snyder's batting .222, 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's what you don't want. He squares this up. And that ball is hit out in the right field. And that'll be a double with 1 out. Jake's got good speed down there. Hank Aaron with a good arm. 42. That's a 33. 26. 26, and Gil Hodges is up after that. And that'll be a 52 or lower. He scores from first. And applies a tag, and they say he's safe. And Dale is jumping up and down, swears he was out. Swears he was out. But that'll be a RBI double by Snyder and puts the Dodgers on the board 1-0. Gil Hodges is up now with a runner down at second, 1 out. Hodges is batting .250, 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And against the lefty, that'll be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Out number 2. And Babe Herman's up now. Herman's batting .219 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 17. It's 15 rather. It's going to be a ground ball down the short. And 53 and a 9. That should be fielding column 2. And just barely fielding column 2. And he'll throw over to first, and he'll get the batter out. That'll end the inning, but Snyder's 2-run double, 1-run double, makes it a 1-0 game. We go to the top of the second. We got Matthews, Adcock, and Holmes due up here for the Braves. Eddie's batting .324, 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gil Hodges for out number 1. Joe Adcock will now step up to the plate, batting .323, 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And old Joe gets a hold of this. See what Joe can do against Dazzy. And that's going to be a single in the right field. Gil gets over there, cuts it off, holds Joe to a 1-out single. Tommy Holmes comes to the plate now. And Holmes is batting .259. No homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a 20 and a 9. And that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit by Holmes. And that'll make first and second and 1 out for Dave Bancroft. Can Dave deliver here? The Braves trailing by 1. Got a runner in scoring position now. Dave's batting .216. No homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. And Campanella takes the darn mask off. Makes the catch for 2 down. And Dale Crandall's up now. And Dale's batting .148. No homers and 3 RBIs. Let's fix these guys out there in the field here. See if we can move these guys around a little bit, make it easier to see who's on second down there. Who's on first, though, right? Who's on first? What's on second? And I don't know who's on third. Okay, here, let's move first baseman over a little bit. Second baseman there. Short there. Third there. I'll tell you another thing we're going to do. We'll move these batters over some. Might start doing that with all the parks here. See if that's better too. Okay, now back to the game. That's what we want. Back to the old ball game. So we make a few adjustments here. Alrighty. That's better. See the the runners better. Dale's up now first and second. Here's the pitch to Dale. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackie at second. Actually, that's going to be an infield fly. Jackie makes the catch for out number 3. The Braves leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Dodgers. You can see the team comparisons here. The Braves are 6-5. They've struck out 42 times, walked 36, hit 31 doubles, 9 triples. Dodgers are 4-7, struck out 40 times, walked 66, 27 doubles, and 9 triples also. And you got Campanella, Stripe, and Olsen due up here. Roy is batting .250. He's got 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Spahn strikes Roy out for out number 1. And that's Spahn's second strikeout of the game. And now you got Joe Stripe up. Stripe's batting .222, no homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Dave at short. He fires over to first, and that'll be 2 quick outs for Spahn. And Ivy Olsen's up now. And he's batting .364 in the year, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Matthews. And that'll end the inning. The Dodgers go in order here in the second. To the top of the third we go. We got Spahn to lead it off. Back to the top of the order in Duffy and Sweeney. Spahn's 0 for 4 on the year. And that's going to be against the righty, 19. That's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And Vance got it, throws over the Jake for out number 1. Duffy's up now. Can Duffy get aboard? He walked his first time up. And that's going to be a double in the right field. And just like that, the Braves got the tie and run down at second. And Bill Sweeney's up now. Sweeney drive in Duffy with his great speed. Sweeney grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. A 41 and a 4. A 41 and a 4 will be column number 2. And he looks the runner back and fires over to first. So now there's 2 down. The runner still got to fix that. Gotta fix that. Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. And the runner's still down at second now. Can they hammer Hank Aaron? Henry's up. And he's 0 for 1, grounded out to third. Can he drive him in? He's going to do more than just drive him in, because that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is over the beer sign out there in right field. That's a 2-run shot, and that gives the Braves a 2-1 lead. The hammer delivers his 5th home run and 15th RBIs of the year. Gives the Braves a 2-1 lead. Eddie Matthews comes to the plate. He's flown out to right his first time up. Schaefer beer sign couldn't keep the ball in the park. And that's going to be popped up down the second. Jackie's got it for out number 3. But Hank Aaron homers here and gives the Braves a 2-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the third. Bottom of the order due up. Vance, then back to Robinson and Dobrith. And Vance is 0 for 5 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Spawn strikes him out for out number 1. Back to the top of the order and Jackie Robinson. And Jackie's grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short, and Dave bobbles it. That's going to be an E6. Jackie's aboard here. Jackie's probably not going to stay put. A 7, a 21. He'll let Jack. Yeah, he's going to try the steal here. He's going to try the steal here. How many stolen bases has he had on the year so far? He's got 1 stolen base and been caught once. So Jackie's going to try to take off and steal. So it'll be a minus 21, like I say, a 21. So 43 or lower, he's in there. And he's in there with a stolen base. Jackie in scoring position now with 1 out for Jake. And Jake has walked his first time up. And that ball's well hit. And that's probably going to score Jackie from second with his speed. Tie this ball game up. That's going to be a double in the right field. And that'll tie the ball game up. It's now 2 apiece. And down now for Duke Snyder. And Duke doubled his first time up and drove in a run. So runner down at second and 1 down. And here's the pitch to Snyder. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. A big strikeout there by Spawn. 2 outs and the go-ahead run still down at second for Gil Hodges. And Hodges struck out his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty. I'll make him a 7 on an 8. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. And with Jake's speed with 2 outs, he should score easily. Let's see, a 2. That'll be a 55. 55. Duffy's got a great arm out there. And he's going to score with no throw, though. So that's going to be a single. And just like that, the Dodgers retake the lead. Stolen base and a double. And now a single. The Dodgers score 2 and take a 3-2 lead. And Babe Herman's up now with a runner down at first. And 2 outs. Babe Herman grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Spawn strikes him out to end the inning. But the Dodgers score 2 and retake the lead 3-2. We got Adcock, Holmes, and Bancroft due up here. Joe is 1 for 1, singled his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty, 21. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Joe's up with it, fires over to first for out number 1. Brings up Tommy Holmes now. And you can see the Dodgers' upcoming schedule. They got 3 more games against the Braves. They got a doubleheader on April 30th. And then they go on the road to play the Pirates. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Snyder in center field for out number 2. And Dave Bancroft's up now. He popped up to catcher his first time up. And against the righty, a 19. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gil Hodges. And that'll do it. Braves go down 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the 4th we go. Campanella, Stripe, and Olsen due up. Roy's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball in front of the plate. And Dale should make the play easy. And he does. He throws that ball down the first. to Joe Adcock for out number 1. Gets his counterpart out. Joe Stripe comes to the plate now. Stripe's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Aaron's got it for out number 2. And Olson's up now. Olson's 0 for 1. He has grounded out to third his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third again. Matthews up to the task again. Thirds across the diamond to Adcock. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. To the top of the 5th we go. Bottom part of the order due up here for the Braves. Dale, Spahn, and then back to Duffy. Dale's 0 for 1, popped up to second. And that's going to be another pop-up down to second. Jackie's got it for out number 1. And here comes Mr. Spahn up now. Spahn's 0 for 1. He grounded out to his counterpart, Vance, the first time up. And this time, DAZZY strikes him out. It's only the first strikeout of the game for Vance. Back to the top of the order we go, and Duffy is 1 for 1. He's walked and doubled, came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart Snyder in center field. 1-2-3 goes the Braves. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Bottom of the order, Vance, then Robinson, and Jake. And Vance is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. 35, and Spahn gets him again. So that is Spahn's 6th strikeout of the game. And Jackie Robinson's up now. He's 0 for 2. He grounded out the short, reached on an error, stole a base, and came around the score. Costly error, and that's going to be hit down to his counterpart, Sweeney, at second. That's a quick 2 outs for the Braves. Here comes Jake, had that RBI double his last time up, and he's walked. Came around the score both times, and that'll be a 16. That'll be a fly ball out to Duffy in center field. That'll end the inning, and the Dodgers go down 1-2-3. To the 6th we go. We got Sweeney, Aaron, and Matthews. Bill's 0 for 2, grounded out to short and third. And that's going to be another ground ball down the third and another out. And here comes the hammer. He hit the 2-run homer to give the Braves a 2-1 lead his last time up. It's also grounded out the third. And that's going to be a double in the right field. So Hank Aaron's trying to do this by himself today, folks. Hank's down at second with 1 out for Eddie Matthews. Can Eddie, with Aaron's speed, drive him in out there? A single might score him. Eddie Matthews has flown out the right and popped up to second. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third, short. And he'll look the runner back to second and fire over to first for out number 2. So it's up to Joe Adcock to do something here with Aaron down there at second. And with 2 outs, a single should definitely score him. And Joe's 1 for 2. He did single and ground out the third. And that's going to be another ground ball. This one down the short. Fires over to first, and that ends the inning. So the double goes nowhere. Aaron gets stranded. The bottom of the 6th we go. Hodges, Herman, and Campanella due up. Snyder, Hodges, and Herman due up. Duke's 1 for 2 with an RBI double, and he's struck out. And that's going to be against the lefty, 24. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Aaron for out number 1. Hodges is up now. And Hodges is 1 for 2. He struck out and has an RBI single. And that's going to be a fly ball again out to Aaron. Can Aaron tie a record held by many and have his 3rd putout of the inning? Babe Herman's up now. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short and struck out. And the Babe gets a hold of this, tries to do his best Babe Ruth impersonation, and he hits that ball down the first baseline. and Aaron can't get to it. And that's going to be a double, stand-up double by Herman with 2 outs. And Roy's up now with a runner in scoring position. The Dodgers has already got a 3-2 lead, trying to add some insurance. And Roy is 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out to Dale, the catcher. And that's going to be another ground ball in front of the plate, I believe. And it is. 43 on an 8 should still be column number 1. I think that was what it was the last time. And it is. And that's going to be a pop-up in the fair territory. And Dale throws the mask off, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The Dodgers strand 1. We go to the top of the 7th. It's still a 3-2 lead for the Dodgers. You got Holmes, Bancroft, and Dale due up against Vance. Tommy's 1 for 2. He singled and flew out the center. And that's going to be against the righty at 20. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Herman's got it. 1 down. Bancroft's up now. Can Dave deliver here with 1 out? He has popped up to Roy in foul territory, and he has flown out to Hodges. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Snyder. And that's 2 down here. So it's going to be up to Dale to keep this inning alive. Here in the top of the 7th. Dale has popped up the second both times up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Babe in left. That'll end the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 3-2 Dodgers. Spahn will be facing Stripe, Olsen, and Vance. Stripe is 0 for 2, Joe is. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Holmes for out number 1. And Ivy's up. Olsen is 0 for 2. He's grounded out the third twice. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Spahn. He's got it. Fires over to Joe. 2 quick outs. And Vance is going to stay in this game here with 2 outs and nobody on. He struck out both times up. And he strikes out and gets the hat trick. Now to win the inning, we go to the top of the 8th. We'll have a pitch hitter for Spahn. And then Duffy and Sweeney due up. And he's going to come off the bench here for the Braves. And it looks like it's going to be Fred Tenney's going to come off the bench. See what Fred can do, the lefty. Can he get on board here with the tying run? And Fred's batting 188. No homers and 3 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 20. That'll be a fly ball out to Snyder for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go. And Hugh Duffy. And Duffy is 1 for 2 today. He has walked. He has doubled, and he flew out the center his last time up. And that ball's another double. So 1 out double. Duffy's down at second with his speed. A single will tie this game up. And that's going to get the bullpen up for the Dodgers. Sweeney comes up now. And probably they'll get a lefty up for Matthews when he gets up. So they got a lefty in the bullpen. They got 2 lefties in the bullpen. They'll get them both up. We'll see which one comes in if it gets to Matthews. Bill Sweeney's 0 for 3. He's grounded out 3 times into a 6-4-3 double play and twice to third. Runner down at second and 1 out. A single probably scores Duffy. Ties this ball game up. and against the righty, that'll be a 17, and that'll make him a 21. And that is going to be a single in the right field. Gill's got an arm out there. Duffy's got great speed. So that's going to be a 46 with one out, minus the 34, plus the 18. That'll be a 30. 30. That'll be a 56 or lower. He's safe at home. And he's in there. So that's an RBI single by Sweeney. And that ties this ball game up. Now you got Sweeney down at first. And this will be Vance's last batter, one way or the other. Aaron is 2 for 3. He has doubled and homered a 2-run shot. And you got the go-ahead run at first. And a 3-3 ball game. Here's the pitch to Hank. And that's going to be against the righty, a 21. And that's going to be a infield hit. Aaron, slow roller down the short, beats the throw. And that's going to be it for Vance. And let's see which one of these lefties is going to come off out of the bullpen to face Matthews. First and second now. And it looks like it's going to be Johnny Padres is going to come off out of the bullpen. Try to get this job done. Here's Johnny. Eddie Matthews at the plate. Matthews is 0 for 3. He is flown out, popped up, and grounded out. First and second, one out in a 3-3 tie. Sweeney with great speed at second. Aaron, great speed at first. Matthews facing Johnny. Johnny's pitched in 3 games, would be his 3rd appearance. He has no record with a 6.75 ERA. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And re-roll a dice. I don't think he's going to go anywhere. 39, 5, no. He's going to stay put because Sweeney can score on a single, especially with 2 outs. And there's 2 outs now, and Joe Adcock is up. And here is Joe is 1 for 3. He has singled, grounded out the 3rd and short. Can Adcock give the Braves the lead here? Here's the pitch to Joe. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And he'll go the short way over to second. That'll end the inning. But the Braves score 1. Tie this ball game up. But what could have been first and second and 1 out. See who's going to come out here and pitch for the Braves. You got the righty, lefty, and a lefty. The only lefty they got in the bullpen's Eddie Brandt. He's going to come out here. He'll face Robinson, and then the lefties are coming up. So we could do the old double switch here. Could do that. But we're not. We're going to keep Joe in the game. So Brandt will come in. So you got Robinson, Dobrith, and Snyder, the top of the order, due up here against Brandt. Brandt's 4th appearance, no record with a 3.38 ERA. Can he keep this ball game tied and give the Braves a chance in the top of the ninth? Top of the order here. Robinson's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice, reached on an error and stole a base and came around to score on that. And that's going to be well hit by Jackie. Not what the Braves wanted to see. That's going to be a fly ball into right field. Hits the chalk line. Aaron gets over, but that's going to be a double by Robinson. So the go-ahead runs down at second. And here comes the lefties up now. The runner down at first. And Jake is 1 for 2. He has walked. He has doubled in a run, and he's flown out the center. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Ed. 44 should be fielding column 1. Excuse me, and it is. And that's going to be runner down at second, fielding column 1. The runner's still going to get down the third, though. He fires over the first. Sorry, the ball's hit down the first. And he'll fire over to Ed covering. And the runner gets down the third. That'll force the Braves to bring the infield in. Here in the bottom of the eighth. Runner down at third. 1 out for Duke Snyder. Snyder's 1 for 3. He's doubled in a run. He has struck out and he has flown out the right. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And a 46 and a 2. That should be fielding column 2, I would bet. Just barely fielding column 2. Out to center. And we'll need another roll of the dice here. And that'll be a 38. Jackie's got great speed. 38, that'll be a 3. Plus a 19, a 22. And they're going to try to score him here. Ken Duffy throw him out at the plate, a 44 or lower. He scores. 22, 44 or lower. And a 42. Dale Play has the tag. Thinks he's got him, and they call him safe. He looks like he's doing the Yogi imitation, jumping up and down. They say that that was safe, and that's going to be the go-ahead run, folks. That's 4-3 Dodgers. Started with a sacrifice fly. Now you got 2 outs and nobody on for Gil Hodges. And the Braves down by 1. Nice throw by Duffy. They say he was under the tag. Gil Hodges is 1 for 3. He has struck out and he has flown out the right and singled and drove in a run. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Matthews. He fires over the Adcock. That'll end the inning. But the Dodgers score 1 and take a 4-3 lead. You got a lefty, a switch hitter. And Dave doesn't hit well against lefties, and then Dale's up. So they're warming up. You know what? They're going to let him stay in. They're going to let Johnny stay in and try to finish this game. Try to get this game here. He's already pitched 1 inning with 2/3 of an inning. So here's Tommy, and they're going to let Holmes bat. Tommy is 1 for 3. He singled and flown out the center and left. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 17. That's going to be another fly ball out the left field. And Babe's got it for out number 1. And do we pitch hit here for Dave? I think we do. And who's going to come off the bench here to pitch hit? I want to save Berger to pitch hit for Ed in case a runner gets on and he could put the Braves in the lead. So Let's see here. I think it's going to be Bob Elliott's going to come off the bench. Bob will come off the bench. Pitch hit for Dave. Elliott. Bob Elliott comes off the bench here in the top of the ninth. This is his 4th appearance. He's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Bob. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Braves will take it. And that brings the tying run to first. The go-ahead run comes to the plate. And like I say, Wally's going to come up here. Oh, what do we do here? Does Wally come in now? Dale, he could have hit into a double play. Dale could hit into a double play. Or do you let it? We're going to let Dale bat. Dale's 0 for 3. He's popped up to second twice and flown out the left. Runner down at first. Don't need no damn double play ball. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 13. And that's going to be a single into right field. Bob's going to stop at second. And the Braves are in business here, folks. And that'll be it for Ed. And Wally's going to come in the game and pitch hit for him. So in comes Wally Berger. Where's Wally at? And I think the Dodgers are going to have to go to the bullpen here. They're going to have to go to the pen. Let's see who they're going to bring in here. Bring in a righty. And let's see which righty they're going to bring in this game, folks.
Mungo.
And I think they're going to bring in Van Mungo. Try to keep this, save this game here. Van's going to come in the game. Mungo's coming in. And that's it for Johnny. You got 1 out, runners on first and second. And Wally Berger's up here, folks. Can Wally deliver here? This is Mungo's 3rd appearance. No record with a 5.4 ERA. Wally is batting 133 on the year. He does have 2 homers and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Wally. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And a 35 on an 8. That'll probably be fielding column number 2. Number 1. And that's going to be out at first. Out at second, rather. Nope. Let's get this right. There's 1 out. That's going to be a pop-up down the third. Stripe's going to catch it for out number 2. So Wally doesn't get the job done. So it's up to Duffy here. Can Duffy get the job done? 2 outs. Top. Wait a second. It's first and second. Let's go back. See what I did wrong here. And that, go back. Go back, back. Screwed that up. First and second. And they're playing back. That was a 26. 26 with first and second. Let's see here. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second, not down the third. Now we got the right thing. So Jackie makes the catch. Same difference. And now you got Duffy up with first and second and 2 outs. Duffy is having a great game. Can he make it an awesome game? He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He's scored twice. He's walked and flown out his counterpart Snyder in center. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a deep fly ball. Snyder goes back on it, waits for it, makes the catch, and ends the ball game. The Braves gave it a chance, folks. Dodgers hold one and win 4-3. What a hell of a game. Start this 4-game series with. Take a look here at the box score. Braves out hit the Dodgers, but couldn't outscore them. The Dodgers 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Braves 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. Duffy 2 for 4. A hammer. Hank Aaron 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Braves were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Aaron with the home run. Duffy with 2 doubles. Aaron with a double. Braves were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Left 7 men on. Dodgers only had 5 hits, and they was by 5 different players, but they was 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position, folks. And out of those 5 hits, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them were doubles. So they was very productive. Only left 3 men on base. Warren Spahn goes 7 innings, no decision, 4 hits, 3 runs, costly errors, only 1 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 7. Brent comes in, picks up the loss. 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run. And Vance goes 7 1/3, gets a no decision. 8 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and gave up the homer. Johnny Padres comes in, picks up his first win. 1 inning, 1 hit, walked 1. And Van comes in, pitches 2/3 of an inning, gets the save. And that's your ball game, folks. Let's take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard in the National League. And the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Giants, and the Cubs are tied for first. The Reds and Braves are a game back. The Phillies are a game and a half. The Dodgers are now 2 games back. And the Cardinals are 2.5. Ed Delaney's leading the National League with a .406 batting average. Willie Mays with 7 homers, and Hank Aaron now tied with Mays with 15 RBIs. And Bucky Waters with a 0.56 ERA. Kid Nichols still leading with 3 wins. And you got 3 pitchers with 2 saves in the National League. Willie Mays is now the leading MVP voter. And Kid Nichols is leading in the Best Pitcher Award. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. And the next game was going to be between these Braves and Dodgers. It's going to be Rudolph against Rucker. And game number 2 of this 4-game series. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. On your way out, hit that bell, hit that like button, and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.